Chosen one, Archangel Michael says, your spouse is getting crazy after knowing that you are a. I am speaking to you now because what you are about to hear is not small, and if you ignore this moment, you may walk past something that was meant to change your life forever, something precious, something that heaven itself has been preparing for you in silence. Your spouse is reacting in ways you cannot fully understand because a truth has been revealed about you, a truth that carries weight, purpose, and divine fire. They have begun to sense that you are not ordinary, that there is something within you that does not bend to fear, does not break under pressure, and does not belong to this world alone. This is why their emotions feel unstable, because when someone stands close to a soul that carries divine assignment, it shakes everything they thought they understood about love, control, and identity. Stay with me, because I am about to explain why this is happening and what it means for your future. Type Amen to affirm. Listen carefully, because this is not confusion, this is revelation. Your spouse is not losing their mind. They are reacting to a shift they did not expect and cannot control. When Archangel Michael speaks of this, he is revealing that your spiritual identity has begun to surface in a way that others can feel, even if they cannot explain it. You have crossed into a level of awareness and strength that makes people around you uncomfortable, especially those who thought they knew you fully. This discomfort is not always peaceful. It can come as tension, fear, or emotional intensity, and that is exactly what you are witnessing now. I need you to do one simple thing before you continue. Pause for a second and like this video as a sign that you are ready to receive what is being revealed to you today. What you must understand is that when your spouse began to notice this change, it triggered something deep inside them. They started to realize that you are not someone they can control, not someone who will remain small, not someone who will stay silent in your purpose. This realization can feel threatening to someone who is used to a version of you that was quieter, weaker, or unsure. But you are no longer that person, and heaven has confirmed it through the shifts you have been experiencing. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. Archangel Michael is showing that your spouse is reacting to the truth that you are chosen. Not chosen in a way that makes you better than others, but chosen in a way that carries responsibility, strength, and divine direction. This kind of calling changes everything, including relationships. It exposes hidden fears, it brings out insecurities, and it forces people to confront parts of themselves they would rather ignore. That is why their behavior may seem intense, unpredictable, or even confusing to you. You must not respond with fear, because this is not something that can harm you. I am with you, and my protection surrounds you, even when others do not understand what is happening. Your spouse's reaction is not your burden to carry. It is a reflection of what is being awakened within you. When light increases, it reveals everything around it, both beauty and brokenness. This is the moment where truth begins to separate what is real from what is not. There is something deeper here that you need to see. Your spouse is beginning to realize that your path is guided, that your decisions are no longer based on fear or approval, but on a higher voice that speaks within you. This realization can create distance, because not everyone is ready to walk beside someone who listens to heaven. Some people want comfort, predictability, and control, but you have been called into something far greater than that. Do not feel guilty for this change, because it did not come from your ego, it came from your obedience. You listened when others ignored, you stood when others ran, and you trusted when others doubted. That is why this shift is happening now, because you have reached a point where your identity can no longer be hidden. It is visible, it is powerful, and it is undeniable. Your spouse may try to question you, challenge you, or even distance themselves from you during this time. This is not because they hate you, it is because they are trying to understand something that feels overwhelming to them. When someone stands close to a chosen one, they are forced to confront their own path, their own fears, and their own connection with truth. That can feel uncomfortable, and sometimes that discomfort shows up as resistance. But I want you to remain steady. Do not lower yourself to make others comfortable, and do not hide your growth to preserve a version of the past. You are moving forward, and nothing can stop what has already been set in motion. Archangel Michael stands as a protector over this transition, ensuring that what is meant for you will not be taken away by confusion or fear. There is a reason why this revelation came now and not earlier. You were not ready before, but now you are strong enough to handle both the blessing and the reaction that comes with it. This is not just about your spouse, this is about your entire life shifting into alignment with what was always meant to be. Relationships either grow with you or they reveal where they cannot follow. You must stay grounded in my presence. When emotions rise around you, do not let them pull you away from your center. Breathe, listen, and remember who you are becoming. You are not lost, you are being revealed. And those who are meant to walk with you will learn to understand, even if it takes time. What if a tiny 7-second brain ritual could erase your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document has revealed a simple 7-second method, now helping everyday people get out of debt and draw in wealth. Tested by 4 leading neuroscience labs, this easy home practice is turning money problems into better lifestyles. People are getting new homes, cars, and travel experiences. But this information could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. This is not the end of your relationship, but it is a turning point. What was hidden is now visible, and what was uncertain is now clear. Your spouse is reacting because they can feel that change, even if they cannot fully explain it. And you must not fear this moment, because it is leading you into something greater than you have ever known. This is not about distance alone, it is about awakening, and awakening often feels like disruption before it feels like peace. When Archangel Michael speaks over this situation, he is not warning you of loss, he is preparing you for clarity. You are being shown what is real and what cannot remain as you rise. Type 1111 if you believe. There is something happening inside your spouse that they may not even have the words to express. They are realizing that your strength is not dependent on them, that your peace is not something they can control, and that your direction is not something they can decide. This realization shakes the foundation of any relationship that was built on imbalance or misunderstanding. It is not easy for someone to accept that the person they thought they understood has now stepped into a higher awareness. This is why their behavior feels intense, because they are trying to hold on to something that is already changing. You must not interpret their reaction as rejection, because that is not what this is. This is a mirror being placed in front of them, forcing them to see parts of themselves they have avoided for a long time. When you grow, you unknowingly challenge others to grow as well, and not everyone is ready for that challenge. Some will resist it, some will fear it, and some will react emotionally because they do not know how to process it. But none of this changes who you are becoming. I am asking you to stay calm in moments when tension rises, because your peace is your protection. When you respond with patience, you create space for understanding to grow instead of conflict to expand. You are not here to fight for control, you are here to stand in truth. And truth does not need to shout, It only needs to remain steady. Type 222 to receive blessings. Archangel Michael is showing that your spouse is standing at a crossroads. They can either rise to meet the new version of you, or they can stay in the comfort of what they already know. This decision is not something you can make for them, it is something they must face on their own. Your role is not to force change, your role is to remain aligned with what you have been called to become. When you do this, everything around you will eventually fall into its rightful place. There will be moments when you feel misunderstood, and that feeling may try to pull you back into old patterns. You may feel the urge to explain yourself repeatedly, to prove your intentions, or to make things easier for the other person. But you must be careful not to lose yourself in that process. You are not meant to shrink your growth to fit someone else's comfort. You are meant to expand, even if it feels unfamiliar at first. Your spouse's reaction is also revealing something important about your connection. It is showing whether the relationship was built on truth or on expectation. When truth enters a space, it either strengthens the bond or exposes where it was fragile. This is not something to fear, because even exposure is a form of protection. It prevents you from staying in situations that cannot support your purpose. I want you to understand that you are not alone in this transition. I am guiding you through every moment, even when it feels uncertain. The discomfort you feel is temporary, but the growth you are stepping into is lasting. You are being shaped into someone who can carry more responsibility, more clarity, and more strength than before. That kind of transformation will always bring change into your surroundings. Your spouse may question your decisions more than before, and they may try to pull you back into old conversations or old versions of yourself. This is their way of trying to find stability in something that feels unfamiliar. But you must not go backward. You can listen with compassion, you can respond with kindness, but you must not abandon your path. There is a deeper reason why this shift is happening now. You have reached a level where your purpose can no longer be delayed. The timing is not random, it is precise. Everything that is unfolding is aligned with a greater plan that you may not fully see yet, but it is working in your favor. Even the tension you are experiencing is part of that alignment. When Archangel Michael stands over your life, he does not allow confusion to destroy what is meant for you. He allows it to reveal what needs to change, so that what remains can be stronger and more aligned. This is why you must trust the process, even when it feels uncomfortable. Trust is not about understanding everything, it is about knowing that you are being guided. Your spouse is also being given an opportunity through this situation. They are being invited to grow, to reflect, and to choose whether they want to walk beside you in truth. This is not a punishment for them, it is a chance for transformation. But transformation requires willingness, and that is something only they can decide. You must keep your heart open, but your boundaries clear. Do not allow emotional reactions to pull you into chaos. Stay centered, stay grounded, and stay connected to me. When you do this, you create an environment where peace can exist, even in the middle of change. Could a CIA-revealed brain ritual be the quickest path to a life of luxury? Newly uncovered CIA research has exposed a powerful brainwave method that is helping ordinary people attract wealth almost immediately. This 7-second at-home ritual, verified by 4 neuroscience labs, is shifting people from debt to dream houses, cars, and trips. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate because this page might be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it is gone. There will come a moment when everything begins to settle. The confusion will start to clear, and understanding will begin to take its place. But that moment requires patience, and patience requires trust. Do not rush what is unfolding, because every step has a purpose. You are not losing control, you are gaining clarity. You are not being pushed away, you are being positioned correctly. And what feels like instability now will become strength later. This is the nature of transformation. It always begins with disruption before it becomes alignment. Your spouse feels this shift in ways they cannot explain, and it creates a tension between who you were and who you are becoming. This is why simple conversations may feel deeper, and small disagreements may feel more intense. When a soul steps into purpose, everything around it begins to respond. Type 1010 if you trust God. There is a quiet truth that Archangel Michael is revealing to you right now. Your spouse is not only reacting to your strength, they are also reacting to their own reflection in your light. When you grow, you unintentionally highlight what others have not yet faced within themselves. This can create discomfort because growth requires honesty, and honesty is not always easy to accept. What you are witnessing is not chaos, it is exposure. You must understand that your journey is not meant to be hidden anymore. There was a time when you moved quietly, when your strength was still forming, and when your purpose was not fully visible. But that season has passed, and now you are stepping into a space where your identity is clear. This clarity can feel overwhelming to those who are not ready to accept it. That is why your spouse's reaction feels strong, because they are adjusting to a truth they did not expect. Do not allow their reaction to make you question yourself. You have come too far to doubt what has already been confirmed within you. Every challenge you faced, every moment you stood firm when it would have been easier to give up, has brought you to this point. This is not a coincidence, it is a result of your faith and your willingness to keep moving forward. Type 555 to affirm. There will be moments when your spouse may try to pull you back into familiar patterns. They may remind you of who you used to be, or question why you have changed. This is their way of trying to reconnect with something that feels stable to them. But you must remember that growth always changes the dynamic of a relationship. What once felt comfortable may no longer fit, and that is part of the process. You are not being asked to reject your spouse, you are being asked to remain true to yourself. There is a difference between holding on to love and holding on to limitation. Love allows growth, while limitation tries to stop it. You must choose to stand in love, even when it feels difficult, but never at the cost of your purpose. Archangel Michael is standing over your situation with protection and clarity. He is not allowing confusion to take control, even if it feels intense in the moment. His presence is ensuring that what is meant for you will remain, and what is not will reveal itself clearly. This is why you must trust what is unfolding, even when you do not fully understand it. Your spouse is also being guided, even if they are not aware of it. The discomfort they feel is not without purpose. It is pushing them to confront their fears, their insecurities, and their understanding of the relationship. This is not something that happens overnight, and it is not something you can force, but it is something that can lead to growth if they are willing to face it. You must stay grounded in patience. Patience is not weakness, it is strength in stillness. When you remain calm, you create a space where healing can begin instead of conflict growing. Your energy matters more than you realize, and the way you respond can either calm the situation or intensify it. Choose peace, even when it feels challenging. There is also something you need to release. You must let go of the need to be fully understood at all times. Not everyone will see your journey the way you do, and that is okay. Your path is personal, and your calling is unique. You are not here to be explained, you are here to be aligned. As you continue forward, you will begin to see small changes, moments where your spouse starts to soften, moments where understanding begins to replace confusion. These moments may be subtle at first, but they will grow over time. Transformation does not always happen loudly. Sometimes it happens quietly, one step at a time. But you must also prepare yourself for the possibility that not everything will return to how it was. Growth changes people, and it changes relationships. This does not mean loss, it means evolution. Some connections grow stronger, while others reveal their limits, and both outcomes serve a purpose in your journey. Do not be afraid of this truth. You are not being led into uncertainty, you are being led into alignment. What is meant to stay will find a way to grow with you, and what is not will gently move out of your path. This is not something to resist, it is something to trust. Your strength is not something to hide, and your light is not something to dim. You have been called to step forward, and that call is not dependent on anyone else's comfort. It is guided by a higher purpose, one that is bigger than any single moment of confusion or doubt. Is it actually possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial hardship into sudden prosperity? A leaked CIA-backed study introduces a short money ritual that is already changing lives. Approved by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to pull money toward you. People who were once struggling are now living their ideal lives with luxury homes, new vehicles, and travel. But this information may not stay online. Click the description and comments now before it is permanently removed. As you move through this phase, remember to stay connected to me. Speak to me in your quiet moments, listen in your stillness, and trust the guidance you feel within. You are not navigating this alone, and you are not expected to have all the answers right now. What matters is that you keep moving forward with faith, even when things feel uncertain, even when emotions rise, and even when understanding seems far away. Faith is not about having clarity in every moment. It is about trusting that clarity will come in time. Your spouse's reaction is not the end of your story, it is a chapter within it. A chapter that is revealing truth, testing strength, and shaping what comes next. And as you continue, you will begin to see that everything happening now is preparing you for something greater than you have imagined. It is spiritual, it is deep, and it is connected to a shift that has already begun within you. This is why their emotions rise and fall, because they are standing close to something they cannot fully control or understand, and when control fades, fear often tries to take its place. Type 1212 to claim miracles. You must not absorb that fear, because it does not belong to you. What belongs to you is clarity, strength, and the quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are guided. Archangel Michael is reminding you that your path is protected, and no emotional reaction from another person can take away what has already been written for you. You are not fragile in this moment, you are being strengthened through it. Every test you face is shaping your ability to stand firm without losing your peace. There will be times when your spouse's words may feel sharp or confusing. They may question your intentions, your direction, or even your identity. But you must look beyond the surface of those words and see what is really happening. They are trying to hold on to something that feels like it is slipping away, and in that effort, they may express themselves in ways that do not reflect their true heart. Do not let temporary reactions define the entire connection. You are being called to respond with wisdom, not impulse. When emotions rise, pause before you speak. Let your response come from a place of understanding rather than defense. This does not mean you accept everything, it means you choose how you engage. Your strength is not in reacting quickly, it is in responding with clarity and control. Type 222 to receive blessings. There is also a deeper lesson unfolding for you. You are learning how to stand in your truth without needing validation from others. This is not easy, because it requires letting go of the need to be approved or understood. But this lesson is necessary for where you are going. You cannot carry a higher purpose while depending on constant reassurance from those around you. Your reassurance must come from within, from the connection you have with me. Your spouse is also being given a choice, even if they do not realize it yet. They can choose to grow alongside you, or they can remain where they are. This choice will not always be spoken out loud, but it will be shown through their actions over time. You must allow them the space to make that choice without forcing or controlling the outcome. What is meant to align with you will do so naturally. You may feel moments of sadness as you notice the distance or tension. That feeling is natural, because you care and because this connection matters to you. But do not let that sadness turn into fear. Sadness is a moment, fear can become a barrier. Let yourself feel what you feel, but do not stay there. Move through it with faith, knowing that every emotion is part of a process that is leading you somewhere better. There is something important you need to remember. You are not responsible for how others process your growth. You are only responsible for staying true to it. When you take on the burden of managing someone else's reaction, you lose focus on your own path. Release that burden, because it was never yours to carry. Archangel Michael is standing as a guardian over your heart during this time. He is ensuring that no confusion, no emotional storm, and no misunderstanding will break you. You are being held in protection, even when things feel uncertain. Trust that protection, because it is stronger than anything you are facing. Your spouse may begin to notice your steadiness, even if they do not say it. They will see that you are not reacting the way you used to, that you are calmer, more grounded, and more certain of who you are. This may confuse them at first, but over time, it can also create respect. Strength is often misunderstood before it is recognized. You must continue to walk in that strength. Do not return to old habits just to make things easier in the moment. What is easy now may create difficulty later. What is steady now will create peace later. Choose what builds, not what temporarily comforts. There will be a point where clarity begins to settle over this situation. It may not come all at once, but it will come. Conversations will feel lighter, understanding will begin to grow, and the tension will start to ease. But this requires time and consistency. Do not expect immediate change, because deep shifts take time to unfold. At the same time, you must stay open to whatever outcome aligns with your path. Alignment does not always look like what you expect. Sometimes it strengthens a connection, and sometimes it reshapes it in a way that brings more peace. Both outcomes are guided, and both serve your highest good. You are not losing anything that is meant for you. If something feels like it is slipping away, trust that it is either transforming or making space for something better. Loss is often misunderstood, but in truth, it is sometimes protection. It clears what cannot support your growth and makes room for what can. Have you heard about the secret ritual the government does not want people to know? Imagine if just 7 seconds could clear your debts and bring wealth effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 top neuroscience labs confirm this is real. Families who were struggling are now moving into dream homes with peace of mind. But this secret could be taken down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. As you continue forward, keep your focus on your own alignment. Stay connected to your purpose, your peace, and your faith. Do not let external reactions distract you from what you have already been shown. You have been given clarity for a reason, and that clarity is your guide. Speak to me in your quiet moments and listen for the answers that come in stillness. You will feel guidance in ways that are gentle but clear. Follow that guidance, even when it feels different from what others expect. Your path is not meant to look like everyone else's. Your spouse's reaction is not the final chapter of this story. It is a moment that is shaping both of you in different ways. And as this moment passes, you will see more clearly what is meant to remain and what is meant to change. Your spouse is beginning to notice this difference, even if they cannot explain it clearly. They see that you are no longer easily pulled into emotional storms, and that steadiness feels unfamiliar to them. This is why their behavior may seem even more intense at times, because they are trying to find a way to reconnect with something that no longer exists in the same form. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. You must understand something very important in this moment. When you change at a deep level, it shifts the entire balance of a relationship. The roles, the expectations, and even the emotional patterns begin to transform. Your spouse is reacting to this shift because they are trying to adjust to a new version of you. This adjustment can feel uncomfortable, especially if they were used to a version of you that responded differently. Archangel Michael is reminding you that your growth is not a mistake. You were not meant to stay the same, and you were not meant to remain in a place that limited your potential. What is happening now is a natural result of your transformation. It may feel difficult, but it is also necessary. Without this shift, you would remain stuck in a cycle that could never bring you true fulfillment. There will be moments when your spouse may try to bring up the past, reminding you of who you used to be or how things used to feel. This is their way of trying to hold on to something familiar. But you must not allow yourself to be pulled backward. The past has already served its purpose, and you are not meant to live there anymore. You are moving forward, even if the path feels uncertain at times. Type 555 to affirm. Your calmness is now your greatest strength. When you choose not to react in anger, you break patterns that once controlled the relationship. This may confuse your spouse at first because they are expecting the old response. But over time, this new way of being will create a different kind of energy between you. It will either invite growth or reveal resistance more clearly. You are being taught how to stand in truth without becoming hard. This is a delicate balance, but it is one you are learning step by step. You can be firm without being harsh, and you can be clear without being cold. This is the kind of strength that builds lasting peace, not temporary control. And this is the kind of strength that will guide you through this phase. There is also something deeper unfolding within your spouse. Beneath their reactions, there is a sense of realization. They are beginning to see that your connection is not ordinary and that you carry something they cannot ignore. This realization can bring both fear and curiosity. Fear because it challenges their comfort, and curiosity because it draws them closer to understanding. You must give this process time. Transformation does not happen instantly, especially when it involves two people growing at different speeds. Your role is not to rush this process, but to remain steady within it. When you stay grounded, you create a foundation that can support growth instead of conflict. There may be days when you feel tired of the tension, when you wish things would return to a simpler state. But remember, simpler does not always mean better. What you are moving toward is deeper, more honest, and more aligned with who you are becoming. That kind of connection requires growth, and growth requires change. Do not lose hope in this moment. What feels heavy now will not remain this way forever. Every stage has its purpose, and this stage is teaching you how to remain centered no matter what is happening around you. This lesson will serve you in every area of your life, not just in this relationship. Archangel Michael is standing as a shield over your mind and your heart. He is not allowing confusion to overwhelm you, even if it tries to come close. You are protected and you are guided. Trust that protection, because it is real and constant. Your spouse will begin to notice your consistency. They will see that you are not changing back, that your peace is not temporary, and that your direction is clear. This realization may take time to settle, but when it does, it can create a shift in how they respond to you. Respect often follows consistency, even if it is not immediate. You must also remain open to honest communication. Silence can bring peace, but it can also create distance if it is not balanced with understanding. Speak when it is needed, but speak from a place of calm. Do not speak to win, speak to express truth. This will create a different kind of conversation, one that is not driven by emotion alone. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading so quickly everywhere? Recent CIA leaks have revealed a strong brain ritual that triggers an instant flow of wealth. This short technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly transforming lives. From heavy debt to dream vacations, this could be your path to abundance. If you are seeing this, consider yourself lucky, because the page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. There is a possibility that this phase will bring you closer in a stronger way than before. When two people choose to grow through discomfort instead of avoiding it, the bond becomes deeper. But this requires effort from both sides. You can lead by example, but you cannot carry the entire weight alone. If your spouse chooses to grow with you, you will begin to see a new kind of connection form, one that is built on honesty, respect, and mutual understanding. This kind of connection is not based on control, but on alignment. It is not perfect, but it is real. And if they struggle to meet you at this level, you must trust that you will still be guided toward what is right for you.